Mike Samuels, good morning. I'm reading a very interesting book at the moment. This is the very one. It's called The 4-Hour Work Week, and it's by a guy called Tim Ferriss. And I've read Tim Ferriss's stuff before, and he's a very, very interesting man. Something I read last night really resonated with me, and I want to tell you a bit about it. What Tim said last night in chapter, whatever it is, page 100, was that basically you put yourself under a lot of pressure. Years ago, we used to write letters to people. We used to send somebody a letter. We'd decide whether we wanted to send it first class or second class. If it was first class, they got it the next day. They might first class reply to you, so you get it back the day after. Okay, or if it was second class, it went for a few days and came back in 10 days. Right. We don't do that anymore. That's history. That is dinosaur days. So what happens now is that we send an email. Out goes the email, and 3 minutes later, you expect a reply to come pinging back into your email folder, into your Outlook. Doesn't always happen. And one of the things that is very stressful is waiting for emails. I found it particularly stressful. The example of this is a few months ago. In July, and we're now in December. So in July, I spoke to somebody about working for an organisation that he is involved in, which is very prestigious. And what do I bring to the party, apart from the fact I'm a good salesman? The network. My network is amazing. And people want it and they'll pay for it. So we discussed it in July and I sowed the seeds. And in September we had a meeting. And during the meeting we decided a route that we should take and I should write into them. And I did. I wrote a proposal into them. And where we are now is that I have finally, after 3 meetings, I have finally made the end proposal. And they're coming back to me. I've waited and waited and waited for the email. I'm checking my emails all the time on my phone. Doesn't come back. So last week, I phoned. I wasn't going to phone the boss. But as it so happens, I messed up on the telephones and I dialed his direct dial. I meant to dial the switchboard. I dialed his direct dial. He was delighted to hear from me and explained that there is a problem. They want me to work for them, but they're not sure if they've got enough budget to pay me. Now, when I went to the first meeting, they said, we need a proposal from you and we need to know what is your daily rate. When I do my seminars, the networking seminar, half a day or a whole day, I have a daily rate. Quite easy. With these guys, it's very different because this would go on every day. So instead of having a daily rate, I suggested that we had a monthly rate. And I'm waiting for them to come back to me. But the pressure of checking the emails all the time was ridiculous. Back to Tim Ferriss. What Tim Ferriss says is very interesting. And this is the seed that I'm going to plant to you today. Change your Outlook or your Gmail or whatever you use to only receive emails twice a day. Say 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Or 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. That way, you know when the emails are coming in, that it takes a lot of pressure off. The other thing is that you get a load of crap coming through the emails. How do they know that I need a 4-inch penis extension? And it's not for my benefit if I had one. Do I need Viagra? It's not their business. The stuff that comes in from Voucher and all these things, yes, you've asked for it, but it comes in. Do you need it? Do you need this pressure on you? The answer is categorically no. Sort your emails out. Sort the times out. And as Tim says, Put in an autoresponder. Oops, we've gone dark. Why have we gone dark? I don't know. But put in an autoresponder, and the autoresponder will say, thank you very much for your email, because it comes right away. I only check my emails at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever. I will get back to you after I have checked my email. How good is that? Takes all the pressure off. So with my mates who I'm waiting to hear from, I wouldn't have had that pressure. I could check my emails at 12 o'clock or at 4 o'clock. If they've written to me, great. If they haven't written to me, I know about it. Very interesting concept. I'm still reading. I've not got to why 4 hours works. That I'm not sure about. But Tim Ferriss is interesting. And I might tell you a bit more about him as time goes on.